Hi all, it's been a while since we made a video. I think it's about 7 months, and we've just been exceptionally busy. We've transformed over from high ticket to low ticket. We're still doing mentoring on high ticket, so we're still very much involved in it, as well as managing some high ticket ads. But for ourselves, we've been building low ticket and making that transformation, selling globally. And the point of this video is just really to give you some insight in the journey that we've been on for low ticket dropshipping. So I hope you enjoy the video. Give it a like, share it out. Any questions, leave it in the comments below. We're going to go over everything as mentioned, but this is just a snapshot of what we've done. So from the 1st of July until yesterday, this is our figures. We've done about 3,500 orders. This gives you a quick insight, but let's get on with the video. This is where we started. We started on high ticket selling furniture, sofas, coffee tables, the side tables, dining chairs, and fires. And we thought that was going to make us rich. But we ended up running into some very big stock problems. Near the end, stock became a major problem, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. The amount of customer service that we had to do for high ticket was just so much. So I really felt like high ticket wasn't going to get us to where we wanted to be. We weren't going to be super rich. And I felt like, we needed a change. We needed a completely new direction. I'd lost faith in that high ticket was going to get us to the point which was the point I started, was to be sitting on a beach somewhere, making lots of money, enjoying life. So I couldn't see us high ticket taking us to that tropical island. So I felt like I needed to really increase my knowledge. I had to, the e-com was definitely the direction I wanted to be in. So I had to think like, what I need to do. How do I, grow myself, my knowledge? And what I'd done is I personally invested in mentoring. I took lots of mentoring for low ticket, and I'd done training courses and, research, YouTube videos. And I went to some big hitters in America and tried to kind of understand what they were doing and research as much as possible. I just absorbed as much information as I could over like a 2 to 3 month period. So I really kind of invested in myself. I felt that was the best way forward to really, advance on our knowledge in terms of where we wanted to be. And it was really an eye-opener in terms of what people are doing in low ticket versus high ticket. Looking at smaller products like gadgets, toys, jewelry, lots of different types of jewelry, looking at clothing and all sorts of clothing, look at particular niches within clothing. And there's some people done some really big numbers on toys. People have launched in low ticket that has just went massive. And then in the end, it's then been sold across stores, like having it in Walmart. This time I had a good team behind me, so when I started low ticket, I was in a much better position. But with all the overwhelming amount of mentoring and courses and stuff like that, it was hard to know what to believe, what was true, what was fake. And during that process, there was some people just telling blatant lies, and we did lose money. We did actually fall in some of these people's advices, went down a path, and it just lost us money. It was a big failure basically. And nobody wants to fail, everybody wants success. But at the end of the day, this is where you got to be careful on the path or advice that you take. So after having, some sales and some losses, it was back to invest in yourself and re-looking at the mentoring. As my knowledge was growing, I was understanding, what was true, what was not true. Looking on personal growth, it was trying to figure out, what was the best direction. And what we ended up doing is we actually went all in with a brand. We didn't even test the product, we just basically, we found a niche, we believed in it, and we really, really went for it. People ask us, are you sure, like, have you tested that? But I just believe that what we were doing, what we were building, totally different from a lot of dropshippers. We were doing a good brand, we had an amazing website. So after us deciding to, we've launched our product, we built the brand, we got the website, and we launched, the first thing we tried was TikTok. We thought we'd do TikTok advertising. And it was a complete failure for us. Like after being so confident in the brand, we launched on TikTok, we probably lost about £5,000. From the sales that we did get, we did analyze all that data. And we decided, from the information that we could see that we made a mistake on the demographics, like where we thought the audience would be on TikTok, we felt it was maybe best to try Facebook. So we went on Facebook and boom, we got some good sales straight away, and we've seen significant growth. The numbers were coming in great. This was in July and August, and it was just growing and growing and growing. We started off with advertising in the US, we then expanded into the UK, the EU, and then Australia, and then targeting globally places like Japan, Malaysia, South Africa, Mexico. And that was one of a huge difference that we noticed with low ticket versus high ticket. You just can't do that with high ticket. The reach for low ticket is massive in comparison. Somebody may buy a sofa every 5 years or something like that. Yeah, of course they may upgrade other parts of the house, but they don't buy it as frequently as other products. Like for just now, we've got, like, if we're selling a $40 product, we've got customers who spent like over $300-$400 with us. So $400, that's 10 purchases. You don't get that with high ticket. You have the argument that the price of the goods and the profit on one product versus others, but I really feel that the reach that you have with low ticket is massive. It's a big, huge, customer base. July was a good month for us. August was good as well, and in September, towards the middle of the end, we started to notice a bit of a decline, especially in the EU and the UK. In October, we also lost money. It was a big difference that we could see compared to how it was before. So we then were analysing, the data. We decided to stop selling in the UK and the EU, and all our focus was on the US and Australia. But then we also noticed a decline in the US, and we noticed a decline in Australia, and I think that's a lot to do with the current climate, the economy. Also getting close to Christmas will be an impact on that as well. But from one of our mentors, one of the people we've been working with, he told us of some locations that I'd never even thought about to sell to. Which is not something that we're going to disclose here, but it basically gave us a secret location to try and test. And we tested that, and it's been going really well. It's got the biggest average order value, the biggest conversion, and it's really strong. I hope it continues. We'll continue going down that route just now, but so far it's been really, really good. This is one of the biggest things about low ticket, the flexibility that we've picked different countries, we've changed the direction, we've changed our advertising, different times of the years, different seasons. You can really change how you want to go after stuff. And with us dropping Australia, dropping America, and then focusing specifically on a specific location, and then that working, it really makes a big impact. And with high ticket, like, you're focusing on the UK. You can't make that choice. You can't make that change. If it's tough in the UK, then you're stuck to that. And that has been the biggest benefit for us. What we're really working to now is to build a brand, have no advertising, your biggest cost at advertising. So focusing on repeat customers and repeat business, and having them keep coming back to you without advertising, using social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and really pushing that brand out. We're constantly increasing our knowledge, and we love the flexibility of low ticket. So, throughout our journey, would I go back to high ticket products? It's very unlikely. I could maybe see a hybrid model where you've got high ticket with a mix of low ticket, and there is some benefits for that. But it's been a very complicated journey. It's been very stressful at times with low ticket. But in terms of the whole experience, I much prefer it over high ticket. And even one of the biggest things is the customer interaction. Our customer interaction is so low. Our journey is that we're going to keep expanding our knowledge, keep focusing on building the brand, and we want to get to the point where we are basically making lots of money and we're living on that secret location, a tropical island, and enjoying life. So one of the things from all this, because of the knowledge we've got now, is we're now going to offer low ticket as a mentoring option. We have high ticket just now at £3,000 per year. We're now going to offer low ticket at £3,000 per year, or for both of them for £4,500 per year. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, share it out. If you get any questions, leave it in the comments below. And if you're interested in our high ticket mentoring, low ticket mentoring, or the both of them, then get in touch.